Hey guys, KK here, welcome back everyone to another episode, my dear friends, where today I shall remove this plague that is ruining Northern Africa, also known as the French Republic, from the face of the earth, or at least minimize the tumor that is currently engulfing this region. For as a patriotic Tibetan monk, I just cannot let this affront to God just stand anymore. And the nation that we shall be doing this with is none other than the Commune of France, for one simple reason, and that is mainly this: for the +1 free operative slot, you're gonna need it, my dear friend, or at least I'm gonna need it, to blow up this entire region, because the French Republic under Charles de Gaulle, even though it has Republic in the name, it generally is a paternal autocratic regime, so I think they should remove this bit from the name. But that's just my opinion. Anyways, I need to stop blabbering and let's get to the details. The French Republic goes through many uprisings, especially in these areas, through events. That's why we must jump in, take the opportunity, and bombard them with our agents. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Algiers never revolts. I've tried as hard as I could, but sadly this region will never revolt. And as far as my test run goes, I did try to make the, the French Republic get capitulated, but it never succeeded. They always end up releasing all of their subjects and getting a white peace with them, so they remain here in Algiers, which is a bit sad, but hey, let's not be pessimistic a bit too much. And let's just simply jump into today's run. The first focus that we will be doing is this one, Vanguard of the Revolution, and we rush all the way toward the Renseignements Généraux to gain the +1 operative. Goes without saying, but we need to form an agency. I'm already working on that, and the one good thing about the Commune of France is that you can hire this guy right here, the Spy Master. You straight up get 2 operatives for free, and let's not forget you can become the Spy Master of your own faction, so we gain +1 operative as well, and that number can increase on its own as the game goes on and on, but for the purpose of this video, just gaining 3+ operatives is more than enough. And make sure to pick a guy that has the commander trait is very good, or the seducer trait, though I would like to pick one that is French, so that he does not get spotted instantly, and I'm gonna put him in Tunisia. That's that. Also, I was rushing this side of the focus tree to get the research slot. I always find it extremely important for you to get the research slot ahead of time, and it has been barely like 4 months, and look, we already have 4 operatives available to us, with the 5th one coming very soon. Making Middle Africa blow up is technically possible. I mean, since I have nothing better to do this run, I'm just gonna do it for the fun of it. And with this, I have the entirety of the African region under my control. I want to have full coverage. You may be asking me why. And the answer to that is, I don't know. It seems nice, so why not have the blue bubble cover everything? And with this, I have all of my research that I was needing done. I don't really need to invest into my agency. If you're gonna continue this one, unlike me, you probably should get the radio interception group and the machine-assisted decryption. You're gonna need it to break the German cipher whenever you're pushing against them. I would highly advise you to get this and this. Army department is quite useful alongside with the Air Force department to know what your ops are doing as well. But since I'm at 55%, I'm gonna go on Quiet Intel Network just to avoid getting my ass whooped and my agents being captured. And finally, we made contact with the resistance figureheads. We are just simply trying to be a bunch of assholes, like one would say. Though this costs a lot of guns, like 5k guns, so make sure to keep your stockpile plenty. And our second operation is completed. The resistance target in this region has increased by 20%, and they lose 5% compliance, which is just amazing. You love to see this. So the base resistance target is at 68%. You can see it right here in the bottom left corner. Yeah, the shenanigans of ours in France are going quite nicely, if I may say so myself. It's at 69, now it's at 79, but it was funny for a millisecond right there. All the countries in the Sahel area over here are all gonna revolt first, and then finally followed by Tunisia. That's why we need to do our third and final operation here against the French Republic. We already have the first revolt happening in Niger over here, and that's it. Mali following suit, the Wada Empire as well. Holy shit, the resistance target in Tunisia is 98%, and this is just for me doing 3 operations. I'm gonna switch all of my agents now toward Middle Africa, because I did promise you that I'm gonna try to start up some shenanigans in this region, so we may as well have some fun. I want to say also that this entire operation special military operation has been ongoing for only 1 year. I remember I started playing with my agents around April, so it took us 1 year to make the French Republic collapse. Though the fun never stops, my dear friend. The fun will never stop, not until we send all of these volunteer divisions toward these revolting countries, or something like that, I don't know. We just want the French to lose, that's that. We're gonna keep on recruiting more divisions. Their only job is to hold, believe it or not. I'm gonna keep them near the border. I'm not even gonna be pushing with them. I just want the French to not be capable of instantly breaking these revolting nations. But with this, France lost all of its holding in Western Africa. It's very important for them to lose all of these colonies because they have some decent buffs for their non-core manpower. So they gain like, I think 100 or 200k men just from that buff alone, since they hold all of these territories over here. So you kinda turn the French Republic into an undecided faction, like straight up a bunch of bums. I'm currently sending some volunteer divisions toward the Tunisians because they are the last nation that needs to stand still before the White Peace event happens. Like, even the Tunisians are succeeding in their efforts against the Frenchies. I'm just hoping that I can... Never mind. I was hoping that I could make it toward Algiers. But yep, that's that. It's November of 37, and I guess I made the French Republic collapse fully. This is a bit of an odd statement, but I've read somewhere in the Reddit... this was an old post, by the way, like many months ago, or years, in which one guy said that it was possible for you to make the French Republic capitulate when you attack them from Mali and Tunisia. Though I've tried like 3 times and I never succeeded. The White Peace event always triggers whenever you're pushing toward Constantine, so I am not 100% sure about that. Maybe you guys know a bit more about some of this stuff, God knows. But that's that. Now we just focus on making shit happen in Middle Africa. I mean, sadly 3 of my agents have been captured, but guess what? In about 16 days I'm gonna release all of them. This happened as a result of my last operation. I currently have like the average resistance target over here is at 69, which is very nice. I still need to do one last operation and this will be over. And that's it, all of my agents have been freed, which is extremely based, man. Extremely based. This is the good thing about having so many operatives. No one can like bother you at all. Though I'm lacking a lot of support equipment. Holy shit, I should have focused on making nothing but support equipment for the entirety of the damn run. Because over here, in this area, it's currently at 72%, I don't know why. It generally is making me mold so much that I've invested 45,000 guns to make Middle Africa explode. I swear to God, if they don't start blowing up in the next 30 days, I'm gonna give up. Come on, man, I thought 80%. Why is it so hard to make the Congo explode? Brother, the resistance in the Congo is at 90%. In the majority of these bum-ass states, I cannot comprehend how this region hasn't begun to explode on itself. I mean, just to show you, by the way, through our efforts, this is the Middle Africa. You can see the average resistance, like the Congo is at 89%, the homies 69, Cameroon also 69, Azania 70%. Yeah, Equatorial Guinea is at 91%. I think this has to do with Kaiserreich. I'm talking about the reason why there were no revolts in Middle Africa. It has to do with the mod, which is extremely disappointing, man. Jesus Christ, I thought that I had something over here. I generally did think that I had something ongoing over here. So what did we learn from this video? Make sure to not bother with Middle Africa and just make the French Republic explode. I should have ended this video in mid-1937, Jesus Christ. But anyways, guys, not gonna lie, making the French Republic explode is actually quite crucial, not gonna lie, and it does not even require that much of an investment, if I may be honest, since I had them, like, going through their revolt in April of 37. I only failed miserably when it came to Middle Africa, and since apparently they don't allow for Middle Africa to have any revolts until a certain period, I don't know when, maybe it's after Germany collapses, who knows, though currently their stability is at minus 86%, and they have only 700 manpower, so you can say that I had some sort of an effect on their nation. But this is where I'm gonna call the run quits. I know, short video, usually I play longer videos, but my bum ass was busy with working and construction and whatever and whatnot. It was a pain in the ass, but trust me, my dear friends, we will be back on the grind, on the schedule, with more videos. Also, EU5 is gonna be releasing very soon. I deadass want to play that game and record it. Like, I'm not gonna be annoying you, like I'm gonna try to upload a single EU5 video every 3 or 4 videos. please don't burn me alive. That's all, guys. Hey, take care. I'll be seeing you next time, and goodbye, farewell.